Hello everyone, welcome to Oliboard. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about how you can dominate the commerce and accountancy for your PFRDA 2025 examination. I'll be sharing a very smart strategy here, and plus I'll be giving you some resources as well so that you can easily prepare for your commerce and accountancy section. This particular section के अंदर non-commerce, non-finance background students struggle the most, right? And it is one of the crucial subject of your PFRDA because this will be a part of your phase 1 as well as phase 2 as well, right? Before starting, I would like to tell you that we have launched the PFRDA Grade A 2025 complete course plan. We are giving 200 live sessions, a lot of notes, and full length mock test, practice mock test are also there. Plus descriptor test you will be also getting in this particular course. The medium will be in full English. This is for your both phase 1 and your phase 2 examination. You can download the Oliboard application and there you will be getting all the PDFs and all the notifications related to our YouTube channel. You can download the previous year questions of all the regulatory bodies, and definitely you can practice the previous year questions. Okay guys, so let's first have a quick discussion about the syllabus of the commerce and accountancy. At the same time, I'll tell you how you can prepare it in a smart manner. So let's start with the basics of accounting. In the first point, in the A point, we can see that accounting as a financial information system. I would like to add some of the points like accounting basics. So in accounting basics, what you can cover here are concepts and conventions of accounting. Okay, concepts and conventions of accounting. Then you can cover here the rules of accounting. Right, we are having modern rule, traditional rule of accounting, so you can cover these things as well. Methods of accounting. Right, so broad these three categories we can cover here in accounting basics: the concepts and conventions, what are the rules of accounting, what is the method of accounting, cash basis as well as accrual basis, right? So basic things we'll be covering here, and this will be the one of the most important chapter. Why? Because this is the base of your syllabus. If the base is strong, then definitely you can easily cover the entire accounting. If your base is strong, then rest of the topics you can already get an advantage, right, by having a strong base. So please try to prepare this particular portion in a very conceptual manner, not to mug up the things but to understand the things, right? Then we are having accounting standards. So they have given us so many accounting standards: accounting for depreciation, inventory, revenue recognition, fixed asset, foreign exchange and investment. My suggestion will be, if you are reading the accounting for the first time, the first thing you need to cover is accounting basics, right? The second thing here you can cover is accounting standard 2, which is inventory, which is related to inventory. Then accounting standard 9, which is related to revenue recognition. And then you can cover the accounting standard 10, which is property, plant and equipment, which is nothing but your fixed asset and your depreciation combined. Okay. So earlier there used to be an accounting standard 6, which is specifically related to depreciation, right? However, it was eventually abolished, it was eventually removed, and a new accounting standard, which is accounting standard 10, property, plant and equipment, covers the treatment related to fixed assets, which is none other than your property, plant and equipment only. It's the new name of your fixed assets, and the depreciation part as well. Why? Because we are charging the depreciation on the tangible fixed assets only. That's why they are thought to cover this thing, the concept of depreciation, in this particular accounting standards only, right? So if you are done with these three aspects, then the third thing I'll ask you guys to go with the F point, which is preparation and presentation of final accounts. So in your final accounts, you'll be reading about balance sheet, about P&L, about cash flow statement as well, which is a part of your point C. Okay, so I'm covering point C as well along with this particular preparation and presentation of final account. Fund flow statement you can later on cover later on as well. Once you are done with this thing, notes to accounts and statement of changes in equity, these are my fair financial statements. Once you are done with the point 3, then you can go ahead with ratio analysis and financial statement analysis. Right? So this is the sequence which you need to follow if you are a non-commerce student. No matter if you haven't started your preparation yet, no problem at all. If you follow this sequence, accounting can turn in your strong zone definitely. Then once you are done with the analysis and ratio analysis part, then you need to know the basics of share capital transaction. Okay, so the next topic is share capital transaction, bonus shares and right shares. Then you can cover ESOP and buyback of security. Okay, ESOP and buyback of security, right? And then you can cover your remaining part of the syllabus, right? Then you can cover the remaining part of your syllabus. So this is how we will be covering it. If you are a non-commerce student, the first thing is to cover the basics of accounting very well. The second thing is to cover the accounting standard 2, 9 and 8. The remaining of the accounting standard like 11, right, like your 13, foreign exchange transactions and investments, you can cover it later on as well, because in the competitive exams we have seen that in the previous year questions in SEBI or PFRDA they are asking mostly accounting standard 2, 9 and 10. They are very, very important. I'm not telling you to leave 11 and 13. You can cover it. However, first try to cover 80% of your syllabus. Okay, first try to cover 80% of your syllabus. That will definitely help you, right? That will definitely help you. So in this manner you will be completing it. If I talk about the numerical question, look, accounting is both theory as well as practical. So they can ask you practical questions as well, right? So have a good understanding on the financial statement analysis and ratio analysis topic, on the accounting standards, on the preparation and presentation of final accounts. These are some of the topics from which they can ask you practical questions as well, right? Next, if I talk about the preparation strategy, so I have discussed about the preparation strategy for non-finance students as of now. If you are a finance student, if you do have a commerce background, if you like accounting, or if you have studied accounting in your college or anywhere else, definitely what you can do, the basic, if you feel that your basic is strong, if your basic is already in your strong zone, you can start with advanced accounting, right? So you can directly jump onto the topics like accounting for share capital transaction, ESOP, buyback. You can jump to accounting standards. So D, E and B topics. These topics you can cover in priority level if your basic is strong. Try to revise basic each and every day. However, keep a strong focus on the advanced topic like your share capital transaction, accounting standards and so on, right? At the same time, you need to keep on revising the basics. However, those who are from non-finance background, non-commerce background, you guys need to first focus on the strong basics, right? Next, if I talk about the preparation strategy, I always tell that reading PYQ questions for both SEBI and PFRDA, even if you are just giving PFRDA, still SEBI is a related exam. If I talk about the syllabus is almost the same only. So definitely go through the PYQ questions of both PFRDA and SEBI in order to gain a quick understanding of how things will work, right? What kind of questions can come in the examination, how you can, whether you are able to solve it or not. If you are able to solve a particular, let's suppose financial final accounts wala chapter ke question, if you are able to solve, or accounting standard ke questions if you are able to solve, then you know that there are other areas in which you are getting difficulty in solving the question, if we are facing difficulty in solving the questions, so that it gives you a strength and weakness analysis. What is in your strength zone, what is in your weak zone, and timely you can convert the weak zone in your strength zone by focusing on those particular chapters, right? So if you are from a finance background, this strategy will definitely help you. Try to give PYQs, try to give as many PYQs as you can so that you get an understanding of what is your weak zone, so that you can timely focus on the weak zone, right? Please try to make short notes. In the paid classes, what I do is at the same time when I'm teaching, I also advise how to prepare short notes. So if I talk about preparation and presentation of company's final accounts, right, I have given a 1-page summary for balance sheet purpose. I have told in the paid class to students like how they can prepare their notes or for balance sheet and profit and loss account, so that just before your examination it takes only 5 to 10 minutes to revise the entire chapter, right? Then MCQ practice, once you are done with these two things, then practice as many MCQs as you can. So mock test practice is very, very essential. It gives you an exam oriented environment, right? So mock test practice, please follow the mock test practice. However, you need to do the PYQ first so that you get an understanding of what are the areas that are frequently asked in the examination. And at the last, if I talk about the books and the course, so if you are going through a paid course, I will suggest you to please don't go through many books like NCERT and CPT books, CA Foundation books or CS Foundation books. I won't suggest you guys. If you are going for a paid course, that's good, right? किसी का भी पेड कोर्स ले रहे हो, they will cover each and everything which is already there in the NCERT, so that आपको अलग से वहाँ पे ये सब चीज़ें कवर नहीं करनी पड़ रही है. Okay. However, if you are not following any kind of course, if you are not taking any kind of course, then अगर आप सेल्फ स्टडी करना चाह रहे हो तो देखो ये सारी बुक्स होती है. सबसे पहले तो NCERT, देन उसके बाद आपके प्रोफेशनल कोर्स हो गए जैसे CA/CS की जो फाउंडेशन लेवल की बुक्स होती है, फर्स्ट लेवल की, उसके अंदर से भी आपके मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द टॉपिक्स यहाँ पे कवर हो जाएंगे, राइट? इफ आई टॉक अबाउट NCERT, देन 11th-12th की जो NCERT बुक्स आती है वहां से आप ये सारी चीजें कवर कर सकते हो. हाउएवर, these books are not for PFRDA, these books are not clearing for SEBI or PFRDA exam or RBI. I will suggest you to please only refer to these books if you do have a finance background. Okay, if you don't have any kind of finance background, then please don't go for these books. Why? Because you have to cover so many things in a crisp manner, that too in a short period of time. So I personally advise you guys to take any paid course in the market if you are from a non-finance background. Your mentor will definitely help you cover these things in a quick manner, in an exam focused manner. Otherwise you will get lost in the NCERT and CA/CS foundation books. It's not at all for the PFRDA और SEBI examination. वो पूरे साल भर की बुक्स हैं, उसके अंदर आप 1-2 महीने में उनका समरी निकाल के पढ़ के अगर आप करना चाह रहे हो तो यू शुड बी हैविंग दैट बैकग्राउंड, राइट? अगर कोई कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड से उसका बेसिक्स बहुत अच्छा है, वो करना चाह रहा है तो दैट्स फाइन, you can definitely do that. However, if you don't have the background or if you feel that you won't be able to cover so many things in a crisp manner, then definitely go for any paid course in the market, right? So these are the resources, NCERT and CA/CS foundation books for your commerce and accountancy, right? Plus we'll be having very detailed sessions. If I talk about the basics of accounting, then you can definitely cover that thing from the Finance Simplified series, right? From the Olive Board YouTube channel, you will get this particular series, Finance Simplified, and you will be getting 10 videos which are covering basics of accounting, right? So try to watch these kind of videos so that you will gain a broad understanding of what is basics of accounting, how questions come in the examination. If I'm talking about strategy, then you can definitely watch this particular video, revise complete strategy both for your phase 1 and phase 2. Here I have shared each and everything related to all the subjects for your both the phases, right? And if you are looking for a paid course, definitely we do have a paid course as well. In this particular course, I'm covering each and everything in a very crisp manner. Okay, so thank you so much. In case if you are having any query, do let me know in the comment section.